Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us as we talk about the picture exchange communication system. So we're here today to provide some education and information discussing the picture exchange communication system for the staff here at Ellison Preschool. We want to implement the picture exchange communication system, also known as PECS, to reduce some of those unwanted behaviors that we've been seeing during playtime, such as tantrum and socially inappropriate behavior, while improving communication, play, and social skills in the children at your school. Meet the team. We are a team of 5 spread out across the nation. Most of us have been working in applied behavior analysis for quite some time now, although Christina is a speech therapist living in Florida, so she was able to provide some good insight on the different components of communication. Lindsay has been working in applied behavior analysis for 12 years. She provided the ABA guideline that you will all be reviewing later and was a real asset to the team. Amanda also was a huge asset. She has been working with preschool age children for 14 years, which is awesome because she added so much information and experience, knowledge to working with this age population. Mario helped out with a lot of the technological demands of the project, and he actually has a little modeling video later in the presentation. And I'm Rachel. I work as a lead behavior technician in the Denver metro area, and I helped with the school-wide implementation plan and picking the intervention that would be appropriate for the Ellison preschool. So as you all know, there's 200 students here at Ellison, 150 of which have special needs, and many, or 25 of whom also are nonverbal. So our nonverbal and early verbal learners are going to be at a higher risk for engaging in challenging behaviors since they don't have an alternate means of communicating what they want and need. So that's why we're rolling out the picture exchange communication system, to give them that alternate means of communication. A little bit of background on the picture exchange communication system. It was created and developed in 1984 in the school environment. It has been adapted to meet individualized needs of students. It can be used with both children and adults. And the basic premise is that individuals are taught to give or exchange a picture of a desired or preferred item to another person. That person is known as the communicative partner, and that will be all of the staff at Ellison once we roll it out with our students. And they'll give that picture in exchange for a tangible item. So we're going to be using it to exchange for toys as we get started in this intervention. The picture exchange communication system has shown to be effective in increasing functional requests for items, decreasing challenging behaviors like tantrums by offering a functionally equivalent replacement behavior if that student is engaging in tantrum behavior in order to access items. It can also improve social interactions, improve skill generalization, and can aid some learners in the acquisition of verbal communication, which is so cool because we have some nonverbal and early verbal learners, and it may help them to begin communicating verbally. We are going to do some staff training using the behavioral skills training model. It has 4 different phases. So the first is instruction. We'll explain how to utilize PECS. Then second, we'll go ahead and model how to do that for everybody. Third, we'll rehearse, and this will give all the staff at Ellison a chance to show off what they've learned so far. And then fourth, we'll give feedback. We will provide both verbal and written constructive criticism to each staff member to make sure that everybody is showing that they can implement the program with competence. If we need to go back and do a few more rehearsals, we can definitely do that. The requirements for the staff competency assessments are going to be these 6 pieces. First, we want to make sure that you're getting the materials out and that they are accessible and ready. These are going to be those picture cards to exchange and the reinforcer to deliver. We also want to remove any extra items and limit access to reinforcers because we want to make the delivery of that reinforcer contingent upon the student's use of the picture exchange communication system. And we also just want to make sure that there's not a lot of distracting things around. Then we will be looking to see if the staff are presenting the correct discriminative stimulus, which in this case is going to be what do you want while holding out the hand for the picture card. Then we want to see if staff can use least to most prompting to engage the student in the use of PECS. So Mario is going to model this next, but we'll start with gesture by pointing, modeling how to do it, and ending up in a full physical prompt, which might be hand-over-hand assistance to help the learner pick up the card and exchange it for the requested item. And as soon as that exchange has been made, we want all the staff to immediately deliver the reinforcer, which will be the requested item or the toy in this scenario, and also immediately deliver behavior-specific praise, like, yay, you asked for the toy, here's the toy, way to go. All right, here's a little video that Mario created to show off how to use the picture exchange communication system. So bear with me for just a moment while it loads.
What do you want? What do you want? That's for Troy. Good job. Here's the toy.
Notice that immediate delivery of the reinforcer and behavior-specific praise.
What do you want? Toy. Good job. You asked for toy. Here you go.
Mario prompted by putting the learner's hands on top of the picture card.
What do you want?
First, he's going to gesture. And when that doesn't prompt the learner to exchange the card,
Toy.
now he's going to model. The learner follows
Good
his
job.
model
You asked for toy. Here you go.
and gets the toy.
What do you want?
There he goes, gesturing for the learner to
Good
exchange the
job.
card.
Good toy. Here you go.
And last is independent, and this is what we're working for all of our learners to independently exchange the card to communicate their needs and wants.
What do you want? Good job. You picked toy. Here you go.
All right, wonderful. So these are just a few examples of some of the picture exchange cards that you might see. We're going to be using the toy one a lot. There's also my turn, play, I want. There can be food ones. So these are just a few examples of some of the things that you might see. Some of the behaviors of concern that we are looking at are tantrum and inappropriate social behavior. We want to make sure that we are reducing these behaviors. So tantrum is going to be, tantrum is going to be anytime an individual throws their body to the floor, screams, yells, kicks, stomp feet, bang fist on the floor, anytime that any combination of those things are happening for 15 seconds or more. And then inappropriate social behavior is going to be that fighting behavior, grabbing, pulling, snatching, taking possession of a toy or activity from another student. And instead, we want students to engage in appropriate requesting for preferred items. So we want the student to demand a request by the use of the picture exchange communication system. Verbal request would also be rewarded. We're going to be taking frequency data on all of the previously mentioned behaviors, so that tantrum, inappropriate social behavior, and appropriate request. You can do tally marks, checks, X's, as long as we know how many times those things are occurring in each session, that will be good to go. There's also a notes column on the data collection sheet, and That can include the student's name, staff initials, any relevant important information that you gained from the observations. And then we will use this data to determine if the intervention is successful. What we're looking for is we want to see tantrum and inappropriate social behavior decreasing while those independent requests increase. Here's a little sample data sheet. So you would just put a check mark in the tantrums if a tantrum occurred, your notes, and we'll be passing these out to everybody as well. All right, here are some references for everyone. Just a few last tips. Remember to remove the extra items from the environment to eliminate distractors. Remember to deliver that reinforcer right away along with behavior-specific praise. And then if your learner is engaging in any other behaviors like tantrums, we want to provide minimal attention and redirect the learner to use the picture exchange communication system. Wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. We look forward to working with you.